Hello, my name is Roy Mathena, and I'm the President and Chief Instructor for PSI Project Management. PSI Project Management is an authorized training partner for the Project Management Institute, and all instructors are authorized training partner instructors approved by PMI. Thank you for joining us today to review the Practical Project Management course. The course is conducted over a 3-day period, and it is based on the 6th edition of the PMBOK Guide, as well as best practices for managing projects. This video will provide a high-level description of what is covered in the course. Project Management Foundational Information. First of all, this course provides foundational project management information such as project framework, program, project, portfolio descriptions, types of projects such as predictive, agile, hybrid, project lifecycle descriptions, motivational theories such as Maslow's hierarchy of needs, Tuckman's model, and the expectancy theory. Also, many other concepts and foundational requirements that are needed to manage projects. Agile Project Management. This course includes foundational information for Agile Project Management, such as the Agile Manifesto and Principles, different Agile methods such as Scrum, Lean, Kanban, characteristics of Agile projects and the key elements of Agile projects, Agile roles and responsibilities, and other Agile foundational information. Predictive Project Management, also called Traditional Project Management, sometimes referred to as Waterfall. Predictive or traditional projects are also discussed. Many topics will be covered to include the project baselines, the scope and schedule and cost, project framework such as the knowledge areas, the process groups, and the processes, project integration, how do we integrate the processes used to manage the project, what's the interrelationship, capturing and using lessons learned, roles and responsibilities, project program and portfolio. We will cover the types of organizations and provide an understanding of the terms and definitions that are commonly used in project management. This is the framework for a predictive type project. For example, this framework is a product of the Project Management Institute's PMBOK Guide. Now, when you first look at this, it's very frightening and confusing. But in this course, we'll take this framework and we'll develop it into a logical flow that you will see a little bit later on, and that will provide better understanding of the framework and a flow that can be modified to suit your organization's needs. How to arrange this chart into practical flow is thoroughly discussed. In other words, how do we create our project management methodology flow and what should be included? A project manager has many things to consider as they manage a project. There are many items that must be balanced in the same time. The iron triangle or triple constraint is made up of the cost, schedule, and scope baselines of the project. If one leg of the triangle changes, it will affect at least one of the other legs, if not both. Project manager has many balls in the air at any given time. Cost, schedule, scope, resource, quality, risk, stakeholders, and many more. A lot of balancing takes place in a project. Now, project management plan versus project document. The project management plan tells us how to manage the project, whereas the project documents give us the information needed to manage the projects. Plans and forms, there are approximately 44 that are filled out by the student in the course as a part of the case study. Usually this is done collaboratively by 2 or 3 students in a team. Also, these forms are fully editable using a PDF editor, and they can be modified to meet the needs of your organization. Let's take a look at some of the forms. First of all, we have the project management plan itself. Now, this project management plan is a very comprehensive document, and the project management plan includes things such as the project life cycle, developmental approaches, subsidiary management plans, variance thresholds for scope, schedule, and cost, and many other things are covered in the overall project management plan. Change management plan. The change management plan is very important to any project. The change management plan gives us our change control process. First of all, we have identified the change management approach, and a definition of changes. So there are many other things also that are covered in this change management plan, such as definitions of change, whether you have a change control board or not, the change control process, and also you would include as a part of this your change request form. Then we have our resource management plan. The resource management plan, we have both physical resources as well as human resources. The human resources we would list along with how we're going to acquire the resources, how we're going to release them, project training requirements, rewards and recognition, and many other things are covered in this resource management plan. Then we have the project charter. The project charter is perhaps one of the most important, if not the most important, document in a project. The project charter gives us the fact that we have a project. It's the birth certificate of the project. It has the justification for the project. It has the project manager assigned by name and their level of responsibilities. It describes the project at a high level and the deliverable at a very high level. It gives us acceptance criteria. We might list some risk and some stakeholders and different things in this project charter. We might have even budget limitations or milestones that we have to meet. Now, one thing I want to show you about the project charter is this is completely fillable by the candidates that will be using this in the class. So they will actually fill out these forms as we go through the case study. Very important that we do that. Another factor of the forms is this, that we have, as you hover over each box, we have a description written up of what should go in each box. And that will give you some guidelines as you're actually filling out the boxes for this project and for your own project should you adapt these for your personal usage. Now, these forms are completely editable. You can change boxes around, you can delete boxes, change titles, whatever you need to do to be able to meet the needs of your methodology. Now, there are potentially 19 different project plans, and potentially there are 33 documents that we might use on any given project. But it's key to understand that you will, in fact, tailor your needs that for your methodology, and then beyond that, you will also tailor your needs for a specific project. So one last item here would be the scope statement that I want to discuss. Now, we collect requirements from the stakeholder, and then once we have those requirements collected, the project team and yourself, the project manager, will then write this scope statement, which is a very comprehensive document. It's going to describe in detail the scope of the project and the scope of the deliverable. It's going to provide acceptance criteria, exclusions to the project, constraints such as time, cost, and in project assumptions. You might also have some project risks that are identified here. Very important document, and this is the foundation then for creating your work breakdown structure. Now, the project management methodology is a key objective of this course, to give the student the knowledge to set up their project management methodology. A project management methodology should be developed based on the needs of the organization, and it should be flexible and adaptable to the type of projects that are being worked by the organization. It should also be adaptable to each specific project that you would be working. For example, it should include a project flow. It should identify what scheduling software will be used. It should provide templates of the project management plan and templates of the project documents. It should provide a work authorization system, a change control system. And it should be tailored flow and processes for your needs. It should have a project management information system and then also provide storage of completed documents and information concerning the project. Here is an example of a project flow. Now, the flow should be as simple as possible. It should be very flexible depending on the project being worked. This particular flow has the 49 processes that are in the framework we showed you earlier. Your flow would only include those processes that are necessary for your project. Now, this is a starting point. This is an example, a starting point for you to build off of to develop your own methodology. During the class, we will discuss each one of these processes, and you will have an opportunity to understand whether this is a process that you might need in your methodology or not. In this class, we complete a case study. It will be done as a hybrid project, which means that part of the project will be predictive and part of the project will be conducted agile. We will initiate a project, we will plan a project, execute a project, control a project, and close a project. We will complete a project charter. We will identify stakeholders. We will complete a network diagram. We will complete earned value analysis for both cost and schedule. We'll manage project issues. We'll plan and perform integrated change control. And we'll control scope. We will also validate scope where the deliverable is accepted. We will close the project and transfer the deliverable to the customer. This has been a very high-level description of the practical project management course. This course is conducted virtually over a 3-day period. The cost of this course is $900, which includes a copy of all slides with notes and approximately 44 fillable and editable PDF plans and forms. This course is provided as an open enrollment course, or it can be conducted as a closed corporate course. If possible, the plans and forms in this course are worked in a group of 2 or 3 students in a collaborative environment. Requirements to take this course are a computer, internet service, PDF form filler, and access to Zoom. If you have any questions, please call me or email me directly. Thank you for viewing this video, and I hope to see you in a class very soon. Have a blessed day.